Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.
Hey everyone, Kenny Tony coming back at you today with another quick video. Well, I really don't know how quick this one's going to be. So today what we got behind us is Big Blue. What I'm going to attempt to do is 9 o'clock in the morning. I have bought the Raptor Liner Spray and bed liner kit that I'm going to try to put into the truck. I've done it before on my 2013 F150, but we're going to see how it turns out with the aluminum bed. Really don't think it's going to be any problems. I did learn a couple things from the last one that I'm going to try to incorporate into this video. The hardest part, the longest part is going to be all the sanding that I'm going to have to do to get the whole bed kind of dull and flat to be prepared. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to have everything off, but everything needs to be dull and flat for the bed liner spray to adhere properly. So we're going to go ahead and get that done and get that started. 5.5 foot bed, so we're going to go ahead and get the cover off of it. I think I'll be able to leave the rails on, and we'll go from there, and we'll just keep you updated throughout the video. Hopefully this video can be short. The plan is to record the process and then kind of speed it along to show what I actually did and to show the different tools that I'm going to use. It's not going to be anything fancy. For most of my videos, you all see that I try to do things as cheap as possible, but still have a good quality and have a nice looking truck. So I'm just going to use a handheld sander and I think some 120 or 80 grit sandpaper, scratch it all up real good, and go around it. Let's go. So we got that part of the tailgate sanded up real good, as you can see. Nice, buffed up pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just real good scratched up and real flat once it's all said and done. I'm actually going to take this panel off because once I bed liner it, I don't want it to be kind of sealed around this crack right here. So I'm going to sand this, take this panel off, tape over that hole. Once I start shooting spray this separate and put that back on. But as you see, we got a little bit long road ahead of us. Got to get this done. There's no need for me to camcord all this or record all this. So once I get this buffed up real good, sand up real good, we'll cut the camera back on. All right, so here we are. Have the bed section sanded. Got to do the walls and this little section of the tailgate. I did take the bed bolts out. Be careful when you do that not to be shifting your bed around and all that, but I took those out so I don't bed liner spray over them. I actually did that in my last truck. It didn't cause any huge issues, but that's one of the things people online was like, oh god, you didn't take the bolts out. So I went ahead and did that this go around, and I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding the sides and come back to you. It's been about an hour, so giving you a time frame. Hopefully in another hour I'll have these sides done, maybe hour and a half. All right, let's get back to it. All right, so here we go. We have it all done, washed, clean. So all the sanding is done, as you can see. Got my gorgeous wife walking by the truck. Say hi, honey.
Hi.
All right, so all the sanding is done, cleaned out. I've pressure washed the cracks, make sure any gravel and rocks and stuff are out of there. I've taken the lights out. I actually need to put a couple pieces of tape in these holes here, so that it won't be no problem with me getting the anchors and stuff back in. Took this piece of trim right here off. Got it sanded up nicely. That's what we're gonna have taped here. Haven't gotten that tape off yet. I'm gonna cover this hole with a little piece of plastic or something maybe. Bolts are all out. I have a can of adhesion promoter that I'm going to spray the cracks with if I can find it. There we go. Automotive touch-up adhesion promoter. I'm just going to spray these cracks around through here, the areas that I couldn't get the best. I mean, I got good, everything real good, but just to hit those areas to make sure it adheres well. I took the tail lights out so I can get the lights right here out. The rest of the truck is covered in plastic. Pretty much didn't do the very front, so I shouldn't have any overspray or anything like that. But here we go. All right, now that we got that all taped off, I've hit the adhesion promoter on some of these areas in the corners. As you see up here, that's just a cloth I have. Man, it's like 90-something degrees outside of that truck. Is hot. It's got a lift on it, so I got to stand on the tires. But here's the kit. So it's just the 4-quart spray kit. It comes with a little cup. Measure is on it 8 ounces, I guess, if you wanted to add. I don't know. Let me just quit talking. This is 32 ounces. So I would assume that this is so you can put 8 ounces exactly in each bottle. And this is the black kit that's not tinnable. So I'm going to do mix 2 of them for right now. Last time when I did it, the mixing took a little bit of time in between. I just want to not have to worry about that. Going to go ahead and get the gun together in a couple pieces, make sure it doesn't leak, no problems there. And then we're going to start shooting the color. I'm going to just give a quick run of a couple sprays on a little piece of metal, a piece of wood here, just to see the consistency coming out, and we'll come back in. All right, so we got the container sitting here open, no problems there. Got 2 of them sitting out. Trusty dusty measuring cup. Let's go ahead and get this Raptor Liner hardener open. Sorry to all the other junk I got sitting around. I'm trying to hold this in my hand and do it at the same time. But you know, basically I'm just gonna put 8 ounces in each one. There we go. 8 ounces in each one. I don't know if this hardener is any different from the other hardeners I got, because I do have like the U-POL, which is hardener for paint. That's what I use, my 2K clear. And 8 ounces in there. And we're going to do the same thing for another one. Eight ounces in the other. All right, time to get to shaking and shooting here in a minute. All right, so here we go. Some light on it. Guns together, guns in the bottle. There is a hole on top, so I would assume this isn't a kit that you can hold upside down, so don't. And also, I forgot to put that air adapter on there. So we're gonna get some couple spray shots going and hit it up. So here we are. so far, I haven't used this whole bottle yet, but I've gotten this right here done, and once I get the rest of it done, we'll come back on and talk about it. All right, so here we are with one coat on the truck. Pretty much one bottle did the bottom and one bottle did the sides. I think it looks absolutely amazing, and this is how it's normally looked on the other truck I did. So far I used 2 bottles. I'm going to use just a third and put another second coat on the bottom, and I'm just going to save the other bottle for, you know, who knows what reasons later on down the road. But yeah, next video will be, or the next part of this video is just going to be once it's all said and done and I got bolts back in and the bed bolted down and everything and all the plastic off. I think it looks really good. You see, I think it's about 2 o'clock. You see about 90 freaking degrees out, but it's about 2 o'clock. Started this project about 9:30. I have not been on it the whole time, so I've been off about an hour. So I'd say it's been about 4 hours to get me here. All right. All right, so here we go, finished product. Got the truck, took a little bath. I mean, it wouldn't have been nice to show it off or show the bed liner. Got dust all over the truck, but here we're gonna go. I think it looks absolutely amazing. A little water in it, but let me switch the camera around. All right, so here it is with water in it. A little wet from where I washed the truck, but that's not gonna be an issue. Let me just wait until it dries for a little bit and we'll continue. All right, now let's try this again. Tailgate down, still got a little bit of water, but for the most part, this is what it looks like. Nice, really good. Yeah, I think it looks amazing in there. Everything plugged back in, everything hooked back up, got the tonneau cover back on the top. Oh, yeah, looks amazing in my eye. Here we go. All right, that's the end of this video. Well, I think I did use about 100 psi. Gives it this nice little grainy look to it. Gun worked amazing. This was 3 tubes of material. So I have 1 left over and 8 ounces of hardener. So if there comes any issues or anything, I can always put some more on, or I can use that for another project. But just so you know, this is what 3 tubes look like. The bed bolts did come out relatively easy on this truck. I tried to get them out on my 13 and they were too complicated, so I just coated over them. Did remove all the bolts from here as well. Remove the headlights, the tail lights, and the what is that thing called? That little amp. Bed extender. Removed all that, but yeah, if all fits back in there perfect, everything's good. I did fill the holes in where these little brackets go. I put a little piece of tape in there, twisted, you know, so it would not fill the holes in and the threads had bed liner all in them. But yeah, that's about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. So here's the last quick view of it. Hard as a rock, looks great up and through there. Oh yeah, looks amazing compared to what it did before. Awesome.
This is the end.
Alrighty.